When I was at Berkeley, I thought I'd cracked the code. First semester, the Wes Montgomery Lab, that is where I met Richie Hart. Walked out of that room knowing what jazz guitar actually was. So, next couple of semesters, I signed up for another class. Same school, same building, two more legends' name on it. I figured same approach. I was wrong. In the West class, Rich put Wes's solo on the projector, his own analysis engraved in finale, where on the neck, which fingering, why every choice, he explained it. New material every week. In the other class, we brought it, literally. Day one, nothing. No analysis, no materials. Mid-semester, they handed out transcriptions in someone else's handwriting, photocopied, stapled, recycled from previous semesters. The actual lessons? We transcribed solos at home and brought them in. No analysis from the front of the room. It was named after two of the most line-driven guitarists in jazz history. One classroom brought the music in, the other outsourced it. And this did not end at Berklee. Open YouTube right now. Search jazz guitar improvisation. Most of what you will find runs the same playbook, same chord scale labels, same outsourced listening. It became the industry standard. If you have been with me, the Berklee Trilogy and the launch of June's songbook, and if you caught Wednesday's video, you have already seen the first piece of the answer. Hal Galper on camera calling chord scale theory totally bogus. 8 bars of Fly Me to the Moon, 4 moves, no chord scale chart anywhere, that was the claim. Today is proof. 3 masters, Charlie Christian, Grant Green, Peter Bernstein, same 16 bars over All the Things You Are, 3 different time period. Same note, same bar, same beat, across 70 years. Not because they memorized the same scale, because they all listened to the melody before they played a single note. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which note they all landed on, what bar, what beat, and why no chord scale chart in the world will ever get you there. And I will tell you why no music school will ever teach you this, and it is not what you think. Before I get to that note, here is what each of these 3 players did. 1. Charlie Christian, 1939 to 1941, pure melody variation, not embellishment, the melody itself, reshaped. 2. Grant Green, the 60s, line conversion. Grant turns chord shapes on the guitar into a bebop line. The line was sitting inside the chord all along. 3. Peter Bernstein. Today, on top of all that, your own sound, your own story. These players, 3 approaches. That note cannot be reached through chord scale theory. No mode points to it, no arpeggio lands on it. By the end of this video, you will hear it and you will not be able to unhear it. So let's see the transcriptions. The paper I laid out is, on the top there's a Charlie Christian, on the midline there's Grant Green, And on the bottom, there's a Peter Bernstein. And we are starting from the pickup to the B section. So let's look at the bridge of All the Things You Are chord melody first. Okay, and every guitar players on this page, they played the same exact position that where melody would play. So let me circle the melody notes, right? Where is it? This is melody note, right? Right? This is just a melody, right? And over here, Charlie Christian, he played what later Wes was playing, the Wes line. These notes. So the D7, this is D7, but D7 is actually over here. But then another D7 voicing can be found in this direction where Wes was playing his line. So I guess where he got it from is too obvious. Charlie Christian was Wes's hero. Right? That is on D7 what Charlie Christian is playing. Similar line will show up on Grant Green's line. This is the line conversion. Okay? And let's keep going. Yes. Again, he target the melody, right? And then this is again targeting the melody note on F sharp minor 7. I just played the melody, but what actually he played is right, and then again this point at these notes is also the melody. Right? And then this is also the melody. Right? But then he waited over here on the B7 over here, he waited it to make this line making forward motion to these notes. And this exact line, if you listen to Peter Bernstein's All the Things You Are in first A section, he played the same thing on, he go to C major 7. Where he got it? From Grant Green. And this line is just the chord voicing. This chord voicing, the bar chord, the major 7, major 6 or major 7. So they are literally going around the chord melody shapes, and they are making their own melody with the original melody being the target notes. Okay? And next example, the Grand Green. So Grand Green, yes, he target the melody same way, right? But what he played over here is, if you guys know another standard tune called I Love You, that first melody is that line. He is just transposed to this chord. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so up to here, the 4 measure, 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4 measure is just his chord. He's chording the another standard melody. Okay, so melody. Okay, and yes, he stays in this melody, this one note, because he wanted to target the original melody of this tune. And then what happened is, this structure is Wes line. How did Charlie Christian play it on D7? The same. Right? This is Grand Green. He's going, right? So E major 7 over here, the third. But Charlie Christian going from the D7 to the G major 7, right? Grand Green. Right? That is that line. And then, yeah. And after that, look at this. C augmented. C augmented. This C augmented. Do you see can you connect the dots? So what they are really listening to on this particular tune? They are quoting each other. They studied. It sounds like they studied each other, or like they are like resurrection, or like, yeah. They clearly saying that they studied their heroes. Okay? And then the Peter Bernstein. Peter Bernstein, he make a melody sound over here. So the melody is, right? But then he was around, and then right? Yeah, all of a sudden he just came to the melody and then clearly targeting the melody, right? And over here is yeah. And he is making this long line to making that toward going toward that melody notes. Right? And then where is it? Yeah. So he is clearly making his own sound, but he is targeting in his line. He has his own sound, and also he put his line towards making the forward motion to going back to the original melody. You see that? The over here. That is just this line over here. That this is just so Peter Bernstein. If someone just playing that line, to me it's like, oh, that's Peter Bernstein. Okay, this line was just so Peter Bernstein. 3 masters, 3 different time period. Same note, none of them memorized chord scales. They heard where the melody pointed. I call this FDA, the functional diagonal approach. But these 3 did not need a name. They were just playing. That is the whole difference. 3 masters, same note, same bar. Now ask yourself, did Charlie Christian memorize the chord scale chart in 1939? No. That theory did not exist yet. Did Grant Green run modes? No. Does Peter Bernstein think G7 means Mixolydian? Ask him. The answer is no. So what did they do? They heard the melody. They followed it. You have been told to memorize chord scales. 3 of the great jazz guitarists never did. So why won't a music school teach you this? It is not because they don't know. They cannot teach what does not fit a syllabus. Here's how I see it. My one-on-one students, the deepest thing they are stuck on, it is like a signing up for a writing class, having never kept a journal. They have listened to a lot of music, played guitar for years. Muscle memory is strong. They have copied solos, run scales, practiced changes, but they have never asked, what do I actually want to play? They keep asking the wrong question. What do I need to know to improvise? The real question is, what is inside of you? How do you get the guitar to say it? That connection between what is inside you and what comes out of the guitar cannot be graded. That is why music school do not teach it. A music school has no rubric for your inner voice. So they teach what they can grade. Modes, scales, chord scales. That is why Berklee will not show you these 3 solos side by side. The lesson is not in the comparison. The lesson is, what is your version going to be? And you cannot answer that without keeping the journal first, stopping, listening, asking what you actually want to play. Why does this matter to me? Hal Galper passed last July. Richie Hart is not on YouTube. That generation didn't have to be. One student, one bandstand, one room. That is gone. During the pandemic, I flew back to Korea. Could not teach in person, so I went where guitarists were arguing. Korean forums. I shared what Rich taught me, what Galper described. The most common review I got back? 3 words. Guitar became fun again. Not I learned a new lick. Not I finally understood Mixolydian. Fun again. That is what happens when you stop practicing and start playing. Galper passed. Rich is not on YouTube. The line continues here. That is why this channel exists. Here is what I want from you. If you are brand new, start with building blocks for free. Voicelidjazzguitar.com. That is where you learn to find the third on every chord. If you have been through Wes's Inside, voice leading, share voicings in your hands, you are ready for the next step. Earlier this week, I dropped June's songbook. All the Things You Are is one of the 3 tunes inside. The chord melody structure I teach there, same as what Christian, Green, and Bernstein were doing. Same architecture, same target, same line working out of the chord. And line conversion, chord shapes into bebop line. That is the second half of every chapter. It is the journal you never kept, built into a curriculum. The All the Things You Are chapter is $61, or the bundle 3 tunes, $149, plus a 30-minute one-on-one coaching session and a video review of your playing. I will put the link below. 3 masters, same bridge, same note, across 70 years. Put a comment below which line surprised you the most. Christian, Green, or Bernstein. I read everyone. Until next time, keep swinging.